but
It looks
we're in with the next
like we may have
attack.
it looks like we may have had one attack each on percentage-wise. Looks like Clash Champs are taking the lead with the previous attack, which we just saw at the very, very end on with the 19.6%, which means the 16.8 was a bit of a fail there coming in from Entropy, but we're even on stars here, and we're back now with me, Bob, for Entropy Gaming with some Queen Charge Super Dragons.
Yes, and take notice that he's only using 4 healers on the Queen. That way he can recall her right there with the Unicorn. Always fun to see the recall spell being used. Super Dragon's in from the right side. I think he had lightning spells over on the eastern side of the Eagle Artillery, grabbing an Expo and an Inferno Tower. Stone Slammer by the Warden statue. We're going to let these Super Drags move a little bit, and then we're going to drop the Queen on the bottom side of the base here. Hope that the E-Drags can path all the way to the Town Hall, because I think that's his plan, and then we still got a King and Royal Champion to use later.
Yeah, and we're still trying to push through the core of the base here. I mean, we're holding on to that Warden ability. There we go. Does go active here since that multi-Inferno, the Town Hall, as well as that Monolith is hitting. Yeah, we're hitting pretty hard now, which
Town
means
Hall,
unfortunately, everything's they're pathing around that Town Hall. What is happening to the start of this war? We still have the Royal Champion. We've got the Queen still pushing through from that southern side with that final Super Dragon. This is not ideal.
No, he's going to have to make a decision here on what he wants to use to go get that Town Hall. He decides to send the Champion, but look at this Skelly Trap trailing in behind her, going to distract her at just the worst time possible, and he's got no freezes to help out.
Yeah, that Royal Champion ability does go off. But as you said, the skeletons are distracting the Town Hall. The Diggy. Oh, that Town Hall is so low. He's not going to be able to regenerate some health here. But the Queen can't reach over that wall.
Is there any way he can send his King? Oh my gosh, the King targets a good wall. He might be able to save it here.
We do still have that King ability and the Phoenix as well. The King is slowly starting to make his way through that right-hand side, pathing directly for quite a wall here. It chose the correct wall to go off of. The healers are going to make its way to the King, but there's going to be a bunch of damage in here from that Town Hall. Let's see if we can get it done in time. I think we can do it though. By 25 seconds, King ability is forced here so we can get through this wall. We're targeting the Town Hall and it is already low, and Meebot has secured the 2-star on Celino's base here.
Oh, what a scary attack. That was close, but it's a good thing the King targeted the right wall, allowing him to at least save the 2-star there. If the Dragons were able to take out that Town Hall, he would have been able to send the King and the Royal Champion together to go get the last 20% of the base. I'm pretty sure this would have been crushed. But unfortunately, didn't get any Super Drags to path to that Town Hall. That's always the risk you take when you're not using a blimp or something specifically for the Town Hall. He decided to go with that Stone Slammer from the opposite side of the base instead.
Yeah, it's quite risky, and everything was just avoiding that Town Hall. We were taking so much damage, which meant we had to use that Warden ability without everything. Nothing was targeting that Town Hall, and we had to use that Warden ability, but the King at the very, very end there, really nicely done. The King, 200 IQ, picked the correct wall to break through.
Yeah, that was nice, and even with the Poison Tower there slowing him down, the Phoenix helps to ensure that the King's always going to get some sort of extra value, even if he dies early. But we got Clash Champs coming in with the next attack here. A little Zap Lalo getting that Expo Inferno Tower early, and now going for the big hero dive with a Golem to help support. What do you think he's going for?
I mean, we got those heroes there on that north-hand side, but we're going to go for that Eagle Artillery. There is a Golem here, which is really nicely placed here, which is going to distract damage off of these heroes, and that log launch is going to come through from the north-hand side, which will give these heroes further access to the core of the base here. Queen is at the moment trailing around the outside, and we've got another wall breaker, which will be letting that Queen into the scatter shot compartment. I wonder what we're going to get from that log launch. Is there going to be some ice bombs to give us some additional freeze value? Unfortunately, the King's already going to go down, so I don't think that if we're going to get some freeze value in here. We've got some
No, it's going to be
coming out there as
Yetis.
well.
I almost wish he had put one E-Titan and a Yeti in there. That would have helped take out the CC troops even more, but he's still able to get through those CC troops. The Phoenix actually coming in clutch and taking out a lot of those CC troops. And look at these Yeti Mites over the wall trying to take that monolith out, but the double builder hut repairing it. Queen able to get the scatter shot on the right side of the base, and he's just sending this Lalo in very quickly.
Yeah, we're going through for that town hall now. The tornado trap is going to be whirling all of these loons, and as we're out of that vulnerability now, we're going to take so much damage from that Giga Poison, and all these loons drop from the sky here, which leaves us only with that hero value. The Queen's trying to break through this wall to get that monolith down, but unfortunately with no ability here, we have no sort of protection up against those heavy hitting beams, and it's all about that Royal Champion here. Our champion ability does go off, chains off onto the monolith. The Diggy is still up here, which means we're able to stun the monolith and get that final defense down here. And it's all about the cleanup now. More than enough time, and Clash Champs is blowing it out of the park here. Now we have seen that high percentage on the previous attack, and now a triple coming in here as well. They're in a very good position.
A nice hit right there. It always scares me to see the Warden ability being popped early before we get to the Town Hall, because I feel like every time that happens, you're just going to see all those balloons get absolutely destroyed in the Giga Poison. But it works out. That's exactly why they saved the Royal Champion for the backside of the base with the Skeleton spell, and she had just enough firepower and the clutch Diggy to come in, stun the Monolith, and save the day on that attack.
Yeah, the Diggy is such a great addition to the game, man. It does really support the Royal Champion just to get that extra bit of power, especially since that Monolith does do a hefty amount of damage.
Yes, exactly. And so now we have the 1-star advantage for Clash Champs after the second round of attacks, and quite a bit of a lead on percent. You can see there 39.6 to 32.8. So the pressure's on Entropy. They need to start stepping up their game, go for some of these 3 stars in their next couple of attacks, and see what kind of attack strategies they bust out here in the next one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that one was really nicely executed. I mean, we cleared out really nicely from the northern side. That wall breaker just to get that Queen into that scattershot compartment on that right-hand side. So they're pulling through, and as you can see, the percentage advantage is also in favor of Clash Champs as well. I mean, 39.6 up against 32.8. It is quite the lead after only 2 attacks.
Yes, exactly. But to be fair, I think this is something a lot of people expected out of Clash Champs today. They have been on a hot streak lately. The last couple of months, they have been doing really well. Like I said before this match started, they had the highest hit rate out of every single team in this particular tournament. So a lot of people are expecting them to make a deep, deep run here today. But you also could say that maybe that puts some unwanted pressure on them while they're doing these attacks. What do you think?
Yeah, it does. I mean, and I think going into it as well, knowing that you've been performing pretty well, also gives you a little bit of confidence as well going into these matches. And I mean, there's a lot of money on the line here as well, so knowing that you do have a little bit of an edge overall can be quite valuable. And Leo is up next for Entropy Gaming, and we've got those heroes pathing through towards the Eagle Archer. We do have 5 healers as well, which we can deploy there on the Queen for the Queen charge. So the King is going to get that Eagle Artillery down. Leo has got that wall open towards that multi-inferno, raging the Queen up here since that Rage spell tower does go off, and a lot more damage is going to be coming in there on these heroes. And we've got a Flame deployed there on that left-hand side as well, and we've got a few troops down here as well deployed just to keep that mortar distracted so we can keep as much health as possible on that Flame Flinger.
Yes, I'm really loving the timing of the Queen having to fight the Hound here. She got distracted by the pups, which gives the Flame Flinger just enough time to swoop in and take out this scatter shot before it actually has a chance to do too much damage to the Queen before she steps a couple more tiles to the left here. So this timing's working out perfect for Leo. A juicy wall break there, going to give her access to every single Inferno tower. She's going to be able to clear the core of the base and get everything except the Town Hall.
Yeah, we're getting huge value here. We did have a wall breaker here, but doesn't really open up the walls further to that Town Hall compartment, give a little bit further access to the right-hand side there. She will be then stuck in this compartment, but it's interesting to note that we actually have an invisibility spell tower there neighboring that Town Hall. You don't really see them too often. I feel like a lot of people do use double rage at the moment, and we've got all these loons now starting to pass towards that Town Hall. We invest these phrases, so usually you want to freeze that invisibility spell tower so it doesn't make that town hall invisible, and we've dropped them all, and that tornado trap is distracting all of these troops here. We still manage to push through and get that town hall down there just before using that warden ability to keep whatever's still remaining towards those outer rims here. But all these loons are falling, and it's all about the hero value now.
Yeah, that tornado trap was causing quite the messy situation, but a good thing he was able to save the warden ability for so long till right after the town hall went down. Get his queen, some of his balloons to make it past it. His queen was able to take out the enemy queen, and the Royal Champion's still very healthy here on the back end of the attack. We get through that scatter shot, and now it's just a race against the clock to get this 3-star.
Now we got just under 20 seconds still remaining. The Royal Champion does have these healers on her here as well. 13 seconds. We've got 6 buildings still remaining. 10 seconds left. Queen's clearing up around the outside. The healers go down, but it's not about the damage. 3 seconds left. The final building.
Oh!
And it stays up here for Leo. We have got a 99% 2-star. This is not ideal for Entropy since Clash Champs have got the percentage and the stars. They really needed that triple.
Another 99, 2 matches in a row. That is heartbreaking, and right when they needed the 3-star to get back into this match as well. Oh man, that would have gotten them back into it. But now Clash Champs got to be feeling good about that, and if they can hit another 3-star here, they're going to be up by 2 stars with still a lot of attacks to go.
Yeah, there's still a few still remaining, and they are in a very good position, as we said, the percentage and the stars. I mean, unless it goes horribly wrong, and if they keep this up, the consistency, I mean, throughout the whole tournament, it's going to be very, very impressive. And Leo is up now with the next attack, and we've got a little bit more of a Lalo. It's quite the favorite, and I see we've got a bunch of invisibilities and a bunch of skeleton spells in here.
Yeah, just like I was expecting out of this team. They really love their Skelly Donut attacks. They typically do at least 2, sometimes 3 in every single matchup. So let's see what he's going for here. The Clan Castle building and both Expos. Look at that. He's just exactly knows the tile spacing that he can get both Expos there, and the perfect invisibility drops allows him to get all 3 buildings. The perfect start so far for Leo. Also already pre-triggering some of those Teslas in the left Inferno compartment, so he knows where they are, but starting with a Yeti now on the right side of the base, and the Archer Queen up on the northern side of the base.
Yeah, we've got the King there as well, just to help give that Queen a little bit of extra push, and few giants in here just to tank a little bit of damage off of these heroes, and a few super barbarians are going to clear up a little bit around the outside, so we can hopefully get some nice value there. Unfortunately, I mean, the King's going to actually walk towards the Eagle here, which is going to be nice value, and the Queen should hopefully go into the scatter shot. Let's see which way she goes. She does go for that scatter shot compartment. We're using an invisibility spell here since we've got that World Champion there, a Headhunter coming in just to help take some of the HP off of that Royal Champion. A nice freeze coming in here from that Ice Golem, and the Royal Champion's gonna jump directly for the multi-inferno since the King cleared up all those defenses around the outside, and she can already make her way directly for the second multi-inferno where the King's making his way towards as well.
Yes, I really love this setup. Now he's coming in with the Lalo from the right side, and we're seeing this style of Lalo again where they're popping the ward ability so early, not expecting to make it through the town hall, but he actually wants the Lalo to skip the town hall, using the blimp troops, the Yeti bomb right there with the rage spell to take out the town hall, and he's hoping that the balloons don't even have to path into that poison whatsoever. And is he going to be right about that? Yes. Look at how all that main group of balloons completely skip the Giga Poison, even though he popped the warden ability right away. The skeleton spell to distract the last scatter shot, and this base is crushed.
Yes, really, really nicely executed. Look how many loons are still remaining here from Leo here on Clash Champs. Yet another triple on the board for them, which puts them 2 stars now in the lead up against Entropy. And I think we've only got 2 more attacks left.
Yes, 2 more from each team, I believe. 8-6 lead for Clash Champs and a lot of percentage points. They got to be looking strong here. The only way they're going to lose this match now is if they really slip up and Entropy have to go 2 for 2 on the remaining attacks.
Definitely, the pressure is on for Entropy. They really need to get those triples on the board. The heartbreaking 2-star 99. We don't want to see that reoccurring here again. They need that star on the board to try and help push through. Or we'll be seeing Entropy go through to the lower bracket. I mean, we've got VN Esports waiting for their opponents down there.
Yes, exactly. And I hope we get to see a triple here from Entropy. It'll be fun, make it a close match. You know, some people might like watching the blowouts, but I think the matches that end up being really close and coming down to the last attack tend to be the most entertaining. So, not biased at all, but kind of hoping for an Entropy triple here. Let's see what they're going to be able to bring to the table.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing good recently, but I mean, as we said, Clash Champs' stats, it just represents the team well, their consistency all the way through, all different types of tournaments there as well. So it is a tough matchup here for Entropy, but we have got Burak up next for Entropy, and we have got some Super Dragons, and we've got a combination here again with the recall spell. I think we previously saw the recall spell there from Meebot as well, so we've got that queen on that left-hand side with a few loons clearing up around the outside. And I think we have 5 healers deployed there, or did we only bring 4?
He did bring 5, I think, but he's able to do that with the recall because he doesn't have the unicorn on the queen. With the Phoenix doesn't actually count as anything to recall until the Phoenix ability is triggered. So he's going to be able to get the queen and all 5 healers in this recall, but he's going for some value first. Wants the queen to take out the enemy queen, and she does, and then boom, the recall right there, able to grab everything. And then look at this, a delayed flame flinger, I think, for this left side scatter shot. I'm guessing that's why he deployed the hog rider to test for traps, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, by clearing out those defenses there, the flame flinger can go direct for the scatter shot. There is a mortar there, so I wonder what we're going to do to... Actually, never mind, because the aura from the flame flinger can target the mortar straight away to do some damage on that. So hopefully we can get that done in time to before we take damage there. And in the meanwhile, the queen has also got the funding we need on that north-hand side, and those Super Dragons are pathing directly for that Town Hall compartment. But where's the Warden?
Yeah, there it is. Dropping the Warden a little bit late. And unfortunately, this left Expo is hitting the Flame Flinger as well. The Queen going to ability early, so a couple of things not quite going to plan here as the Dragons do take the Town Hall, but now they're spinning in that Tornado Trap, taking a lot of damage from the Giga Inferno. And, oh, I think his Queen died while invisible. You can see the Phoenix come out, and the healers don't know what to go to next.
Yeah, I mean, the healers are on that King, which is making its way towards that 3 o'clock side here, but we have lost a lot of power after that Town Hall. We still got so many major defenses still remaining and not that much left. I mean, we're using that final freeze spell there to keep that Royal Champion alive, but it's looking a little bit tough. Yeah, it looks tough. That Eaglet's really is hitting so hard though. Yeah, the Royal Champion ability did just go off there. The Eagle Artillery does finally go down. The King uses his ability to clear up around the outskirts, but we really needed that Royal Champion alive a little bit longer to jump over those walls towards the core of the base here.
Yeah, even if just the Super Drags had gotten a little bit more value in the core, I mean, you can see the defenses that are left. If the Dragons had gotten just 2 or 3 or 4 of those defenses remaining, this could have been a completely different story. Instead, it's going to end up being a high percentage defense for Clash Champs. Their bases have just been impenetrable so far today.
Yeah, 94%. I mean, that's good percentage. It's around that mark that you want to be at. So, I mean, we're at that 99, the 94. I mean, the percentage there is slowly increasing there, but the stars there are going to be lacking here, unfortunately.
Yes, indeed, and it's got to be feeling good for Clash Champs now. They've got such a big lead. They can just go through and just kind of coast through the last couple attacks. I mean, they can't be too relaxed. Can't afford any 1-stars right now, but some high percentage 2-stars already should guarantee the victory for them as they have the percentage lead as well.
Yeah, I mean, Clash Champs. Well deserved, as you said. I mean, the attacks that they've had have been so well executed all the way through. I mean, the previous attack that we saw from Leo was really nice, and let's see what Loop is coming in here with. And we have got the Inferno Baby Dragon and some Dragon Riders in here, Lex. We said we didn't see many Dragon Riders, and here you go.
Yes, and I'm trying to count how many lightning spells he brought. Did he bring 4 and go for both sweepers? I don't think he can hit both sweepers with the same lightning spell there. There's 4 tile gap in between. That's really interesting. Usually you only see people zap out one of the sweepers, but he's going to come in with the air spam, the Inferno Baby Dragon straight in toward the Eagle Artillery section, and he's got a Battle Blimp lined up for the Town Hall. It's all about having a perfect Warden ability timing here to allow the Battle Blimp to soar all the way through. And he's actually not even going to get the Battle Blimp in the Warden ability at all here.
Did he forget the Blimp, or is he going to use it late? I mean, we've got those skeleton spells dropped here, which is going to help distract the damage here off of those airstrips that are still remaining. We've got the Blimp coming in now a little bit late. I mean, with all these troops pathing forwards, we will be testing for any potential traps, but once the Town Hall is active, we're going to be doing some damage in here as well. There's a freeze coming in there just to protect from the damage, and I think it's going to be a little bit towards that Giga Poison there as well. I probably would have preferred it if it was under that Blimp and pathing forwards. The Tornado Trap is in there as well, and we've got those heroes clearing up around the outside.
Yeah, those Inferno Baby Dragons got quite the push there. I don't know if you saw, but the Town Hall actually went down before the Blimp even landed, so the Blimp wasn't even needed at all to secure the Town Hall. That's wild. King and Queen on the right side of the base now. He still has the champion to deploy. He's going to send her from the left by herself. Going to be able to use the poison spell here for the King and Skelly Traps. Very high value poison spell, being able to save it toward the end of the attack. Nicely done. And Queen just steps inside to get the Inferno Tower. I was a little worried she would stay on the outside of the walls like the King there, and she wouldn't be able to reach the Inferno for a while, but she knows the game plan. She steps in, and gonna be able to take out that Inferno, and it's another crushed base for Clash Champs.
Yeah, we got all these heroes still remaining there at the very, very end on cleanup duty. We didn't even need the Phoenix on that one, and the Raw Champion using her ability gets her back to full health and absolutely crushed it there. I mean, the Raw Champion jumped directly for those defenses there from the left-hand side, and what another beautiful triple to end it off here for Clash Champs.
Yeah, Clash Champs, just exactly what we expected from them. A lot of good attacks in this matchup. I think they're, 3 for 4 now, and their only fail was that 98% that we saw right when we were trying to join the match there. So some really dominating attacks from them so far against Entropy.
Yeah, they're looking so strong. I mean, having the one fail that they have, that they're at a 98% as well, just shows how well they're performing.
Exactly. Still got one more attack from each of these teams. Would like to see an Entropy triple, even though they're basically out of this match now. Hopefully they can hit a nice 3-star here, give themselves a little confidence going into the lower bracket, and then we'll see if Clash Champs are going to be able to hit the 14-star performance today. It would be the best score we've seen so far today.
I mean, look at Clash Champs dominated in the statistics. I mean, 11 stars to 8, and look at the percentage there as well. We're starting set at the 79.6. I mean, Clash Champs, as we said before this match even started, they are on fire. I can't wait to see what they bring us for the last attack. I mean, we've had that Skelly Donut in there again. I wonder if we'll see another Skelly Donut. That's one of their favorites, as you mentioned. So, exciting things still to come.
Yeah, looking really forward to it. And let's see what Entropy are bringing here. Lelantos coming in with the Queen Charge Hog Riders. First Hog attack we're seeing in this matchup. And again, just like Excosis did in the first matchup today, no healing spell for these Hogs. And even more interesting on this one, dropping another Rage and bringing a jump spell for his Queen, Coco.
Yeah, I mean, having no heals, it's quite interesting to see how the Hogs have evolved throughout every single one of the Town Halls. I mean, let's see how we've started this one off. We've got that Queen there on the south-hand side. She's already taking some damage here. A hidden Tesla popping up. Lelantos does deploy the healers to make sure that queen powers through without forcing her ability too soon. And Fernandes also has some funneling set there on the right-hand side, so the queen can go for the scatter shot area. And a wall wrecker is coming in here as well. I think this is the first time that we're seeing the wall wrecker today.
Definitely one of the most underutilized siege machines, but he's basically using it as a Yeti blimp here. And ooh, have you seen 2 of his healers already going down to seek an air mines? The rage and the freeze also late. The queen ability going off early, and Lelantos might already be into some early trouble.
Yeah, wall breaker does give the queen access to this compartment, but as you said, those healers being lost early and that queen ability, this might be a bit problematic. The poison trying to help the queen out just to speed up the process of getting these clan castle troops down, whilst the king clears up around the outskirts of the base. We've got some more Coco Loons in here trying to protect the remaining healers as we rage the queen up, and that jump is also deployed to connect the outer skirts of this compartment towards the heavy-hitting core compartment.
I do like the use of the jump spell here, but the question is, can he keep the queen alive with that invis spell? Another rage, no queen ability, she's going in. I kind of wish she would have gone for the monolith first instead of the town hall. Because she goes for the town hall first, the monolith takes her out, she's down. And now it's looking very rough here as he's going to have to hog through the town hall section, which is never ideal.
Yeah, I mean, we've already used that warden ability here as well, and what worries me is the pathing for the hogs now. I mean, the hogs are going to go a little bit around the outside here. The Road Champion will start to target the Town Hall here, though, but with no warden ability to help us through that Giga Poison, I don't think we'll be left with much after the Town Hall.
No, that Town Hall bomb does so much damage. The Giga Inferno, the Giga Poison, I mean, slowing everything down as well. The Eagle Artillery still alive and doing a lot of damage. He's got wizards along the outside of the base and minion on the left side to try and pick up as much percent as possible. But these Clash Champs bases have just been unstoppable today. Entropy just not able to make anything work.
Yeah, quite unlucky for them. We're ending here on the 70s low percentage here as well, but unfortunately, no triple on the board for Entropy just yet. But as we said, though, is the lower bracket. If you're an Entropy fan, make sure to not go anywhere. They will be back there in that lower bracket, so there's still more action from them to come. But before that, we still got that final attack from Clash Champs. I mean, they've had 3 beautiful triples. That 2-star that we just saw a slither at the very, very end, at the 98%. So will they keep it up there with the triples or not? What do you think, Lex?
I think they got to be feeling pretty confident, pretty on top of the world. I mean, you can see the stats right there. They don't even have to use their last attack to win this match. So whoever's going in last here, I think it's usually Celino going last. He's got to be feeling on top of the world, got to feel confident, just going in, having fun, maybe trying to show off a little. We'll see. Kind of hoping he's coming in with another Skelly Donut, and I think he is.
Yeah, there's only 2 skeletons, though, on this one, but again, 4 invisibilities, and we've got a little bit of a combo here from Mass Hogs and also the Super Hogs.
Yes, exactly. We can see him going for the Clan Castle building and the Monolith here. A pretty simple donut, but it is a lot of value, especially with these 2 buildings right in the middle. It also helps to set up a little bit of pathing, as you can now ignore part of that core of the base. The early battle blimp here, I'm guessing with no spells, it's just meant to take out the multi-targeting Inferno Tower, the Warden statue, and if he can get that Rage Tower as well, that's a bonus.
Yeah, we do get that down pretty nicely, which does alleviate a lot of pressure off of these heroes that are making their way around that Town Hall compartment. Now we've got that King also deployed. Headhunter coming in to help fight the enemy King there as well, and hopefully the King cuts that Queen off and goes for that Town Hall compartment. Let's see how this continues forward.
I think he wants the Queen to stay outside.
Oh, the King's going to go for the Town Hall, yes. And we've got the access around the outside of the Scattershot compartment, so the Queen has the pathing for the Scattershot area. Nice.
Yes, the King popping his ability. He'll be able to solo the Town Hall with ease. The Queen able to go into the Scattershot to get some bonus value there. And with her ability pop, she can even take out the enemy Queen, so the Hog Riders don't have to worry about that at all. They can just move straight into this bottom section and work their way into the Eagle Artillery section. And now it's all about his Warden ability here.
Yeah, that Warden ability does protect all these hogs from the multi-infernos on that left-hand side, which were also in range of that enemy Rage. We are investing 3 spells here just to protect these few hogs there on that left-hand side. The Queen's back at full health, clearing up around the outskirts of the base here, and we've only got 1 major defense left there. The World Champion has her ability. We still have a freeze left here as well. It's looking pretty strong.
Very strong indeed. What a dominating performance from Clash Champs. 14 stars, and their only fail was at 98% in their opening attack. So close to a perfect war from them. Look, this one's very crushed as well for a Hog Rider attack. The Queen's still alive, the World Champion's still alive, the Warden's still alive, and he didn't even need the Royal Champion ability. Wow.
Yeah, nicely done there. The Royal Champion's still up. The Warden's still up. Even the Queen and a bunch of cleanup troops. I mean, this is looking really, really strong for Lino here, and Clash Champs there going strong. I mean, 4 perfect hits there, and that 98% 2-star, giving them the victory here up against Entropy Gaming, and they will be moving through to round 2 of the upper bracket.
Yeah, very impressive stuff from them. I think we're going to be seeing them go up against Tribe Gaming in the second round, and man, that's going to be a fun match. Already a clash of titans in the second round, and we're going to see that later today. But we can see all the stats right here. I mean,